Hello everybody, and excitement, as I know, is at fever pitch as we approach the final of the 4 stages of this Easter weekend tour. Yes, I'm Board Racer, nice to see you all again, and let's take a look at how things currently stand, shall we? This is the way the teams are looking after 3 of the 4 stages. I'm obviously Team Black Panda. In joint second position, I think a first position would be a challenge. So, no dishonour in being second, is there? This is the way that the yellow jersey is currently standing. The red ruler, Gareth Rose, for the Red Chat Collective, is looking very strong. I would say unassailable at the moment. But again, will I be able to fight for a second place for Scott Raven as my ruler? And if we have a look at the 3rd stage, that was how the points worked out. So that's going to be how we have the starting positions in the final stage of the 4. So there's all to play for as we go into this final stage. Oh, exciting times. So should we take a look at the rules for this, shall we? So for the Easter Tour, as you know, 4 stages following the meteor weather rules. It's been scored on 8 points for the stage winner, 7 for second, all the way down to 1 for last place. And those points get combined for both the team ranking and the yellow jerseys that we've just been looking at. Exhaustion has been, as per the tour rules, half rounded down, carried forward, which means I'm taking into this final stage 1 exhaustion for the sprinter, 4 for the rouleur. And the starting grid order, apart from stage 3, is always based on the order of the previous race, which is how it's been set up for today. And our teams are, there's my team, the Black Panda team, and we have the Team Blue Llama, Ashton Green, and the Red Chat Collective. We see Gareth Rose there with the yellow jersey, and as I say, it seems very unlikely to me that he's going to lose that crown in this final stage. Okay, so this is the final stage. We've got a few supply zones, or 2 supply zones, some cobblestones, and a finish that has that nasty looking uphill, which could scupper us if I don't use my cards wisely. Could end up with all sorts of problems, limping over the finish for a disappointing ending. Hopefully that won't happen. Okay, let's put the cards on screen. Everything's already been set up. I've got all the teams set up, and the exhaustion has already been put in as per what I discussed with you earlier on. Okay. Oh, before we go any further, let me just take the cards away for a second. We need to resolve the weather. Now, we've been very lucky in this tour with fair weather. Let's see how lucky we are in this final stage. So, got a fair weather start. Wow. This is unbelievable. Oh, there we go. So we have some rain as we hit the cobbles. Always dangerous. Rain on the cobbles. Fair weather. Then we have a crosswind, which will mean no slipstreaming. And a possible benefit, a tailwind. Whoops. A tailwind at the end, which could benefit us. So I'm going to take away the fair weather, as always. I'm just going to move those other ones up to the beginning of the tiles so that I try not to forget them, because I have a mind like a sieve. We won't need that one. That one's there to remind us. Okay, now I think we're ready to start. So let's put the cards back on screen, because this has been my little trick to always forget that. And if we take a look at the start here, the sprinter is ahead, so I'm thinking let's pick for the sprinter first. Now, looking at the whole course, we don't have any uphills until right at the very end. So maybe I need to save those 9s until the second half. Do you think I'll be able to do that? Let's find out. So I'm going to pick a 5 for the sprinter, and there is 1 behind, so 6. Does that seem sensible? Or 4 and hope to slipstream? No, let's go 6. Let's go 6. See what happens. See what happens. Okay, so we start off with the black sprinter who is going 5 into the supply zone. Then the red ruler, just the 3. Black ruler, 6. Up alongside his teammate. Then the green ruler, 3. Peloton team, 3. Then the red sprinter. Red sprinter is a 5. Just about gets that. And the green sprinter is a 4. But can only have 3 of that 4. Okay, we have a look for slipstreaming, and we will slipstream. So all tightly together as a pack, and exhaustion for both riders at the end of that. Okay, so they're side by side. Technically, the sprinter is ahead. The ruler's got most of the exhaustion. So I'm thinking pick for the ruler and try and stay behind. 4 for the sprinter. Let's try that. So sprinter goes 4. Oh, I should have played a... I always forget about the supply zones being a minimum of 4. Never mind. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take the exhaustion away from the sprinter. Bit of teamwork there. Red ruler is a 7. Is that 2 lanes? Yes, it is. Then the green ruler is a 7. We'll only get 6 of the 7. The red sprinter is a 9. That could help us out. The Peloton team, just a 3. And the green sprinter is a 3. So no slipstreaming at the back, but there is going to be a little bit of slipstreaming as we come around this corner. There we go. No exhaustion, which is good. Right, okay. Long, clear ahead. The ruler is in front. I'm thinking a 7 for the ruler. And a 5 for the sprinter. Let's see how that works for us. Okay, so red sprinter, just the 2. Black ruler was the 7. Red ruler, 4. Black sprinter, 5. Green ruler, 7. That could help us out a lot. Peloton team, 4. And green sprinter, 3, which becomes 4 because of the supply zone. Up behind the Peloton team still. Okay, so that means no slipstreaming at the back, but then there is slipstreaming here. So it's the ruler who takes the exhaustion. Taking 1 for the team here as we go into round 4. Now, what do we do here, do you think? Do you think the rouleur, as we're going to be going around this corner next, do you think the rouleur takes a slight drop back, hoping for an explosive finish? Hold on to that 7. Maybe 5 for both. Let's see how that works out for us. So black rouleur goes 5. Takes him just off screen to that leading position. Green rouleur is a 3. Red rouleur is a 5. Black sprinter was a 5. Red sprinter is a 3. Peloton team is an attack, so 2 for the front rider, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the back rider, and green sprinter a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, interesting things are going to happen here. So obviously no slipstreaming at the very back, but we're going to slipstream here. And as we go around the corner, we're going to slipstream again. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so I've just checked. I had to go back and check this. This guy at the back here absolutely should have slipstreamed, so apologies. This is what should have happened. So it looks like he's moved 2, but he hasn't because he just didn't move him with him. This is correct. I've gone back and checked it. So it's going to be exhaustion for the rouleur. So I give you another card to the rouleur. And then the rouleur takes the exhaustion at the front. And we're going to round 5. Now, we're coming round to a downhill. What's going to happen here, do you think? Let's go rouleur first. I feel like I'm using up all of the cards here. Okay, well, we've got no choice here but to drop back a little bit. So let's go 3. Right, okay, so black rouleur 6. Just before that little downhill, which could have been very useful. Red rouleur 4. Black sprinter 3. Green rouleur 6. Red sprinter 3. Peloton team 5. Green sprinter 4. And it was 5 for the Peloton, who's just off the screen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, still a little bit out by himself. We have a look, and there will be some slipstreaming, so these guys move forward, as does the front. Everyone shuffling forward. So still very much in the pack, and it will mean another exhaustion for, I'm absolutely loading up with exhaustion for the rouleur as we go into round 6. Now we're going to be coming around this corner towards the cobbles very shortly. So I wonder whether tactically here it's a good idea to drop back a little bit, but then that's raining on the cobbles. These cobbles here, it's raining. So if I drop back, I could end up crashing. I feel like the rouleur is going to completely run out of any decent cards. So we will take the risk. I'm going to take one of my exhaustion for the rouleur and use that. And I'm thinking of 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it should be somewhere near his teammate, hopefully. Okay, so just a 2 for the rouleur. Green rouleur is a 4. Red rouleur. Ooh, that's a big 7. Then the black sprinter was a 4. Peloton team is a 6. Red sprinter is just the 2. Green sprinter is also a 2. And just back here, just where we can't really see him, is our Peloton rider who was a 6. So not a million miles away. Okay. So when we look here, there's going to be a little bit of slipstreaming, which actually pulls me out of that downhill for my front rider, which could prove to not be the most helpful as we come around this corner, but we will see. And no exhaustion, which is good news. No exhaustion this round. Okay, falling slightly back now, so now what's going to happen here, you see, because these riders could end up stopping somewhere on the cobbles. Got a lot of exhaustion though. Can't see. Would have worked well, wouldn't it, if he hadn't slipstreamed? Could have got a 5 out of that. I think we're going to risk the 7 because we're about halfway through the final stage. And let's risk the 9. Although the 2 would go up to a 5, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would get him to the cobbles. And that 9 we can keep then. Let's do that. Okay, so red ruler 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blocking up the cobbles there. Green ruler 5, blocking up the cobbles there. Peloton 3. Okay, let's see what happens. So the black ruler 7 we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, crashes. Loses movement and crashes. Disaster. This 2 becomes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only gets 4 out of the 5, but doesn't crash because it wasn't on the wet tile. Red sprinter is a 4. Green sprinter is a 3. And the Peloton sprinter is a 3. Looking seemingly stuck at the back there, but it's not looking great for us. No exhaustion as we go into the next round, so that's one thing. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I suppose pick for the rouleur first. Now, what to do? Because that 7 would only be a 5 once I've... If I go for the 7, it will only be a 5 because you minus 2 to recover. So I feel like... We're not at the back of the pack, are we? So I'm thinking play the 4. I think we'd be safe with a 3. We shouldn't crash unless the Peloton's taking player 2. So let's try that. Okay, so the red ruler is a 6. Then the green ruler is a 5. Now, black ruler stands up, subtracts 2, so we'll move 2. Peloton riders is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sprinter is a 3. That's okay. And then when we look back at the other riders, the red sprinter is a 4 going up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto the wet tiles. The green sprinter is a 5. just stopping one behind, and the peloton was a 4 just before the downhill. No slipstreaming here because of the cobblestones. No slipstreaming here, whoops, because there's 2 anyway, and it's cobblestones, but there will be slipstreaming here to their advantage. But no exhaustion. So that's good. Right, okay. I feel like we've just got to go for it now. So I'm thinking we're over halfway, just go for the biggest thing each rider's got, but I feel like the ruler is just going to have a lot of 2s. Just going to have a lot of 2s. What's coming next then? So we've got another cobblestone. We've got a supply zone here, which we might be able to take advantage of. And there is a long downhill, but it finishes with an uphill. It's going to be a tough finish, I think. So let's decide what we're going to do here. And I'll go with, as the ruler's ahead, let's go the biggest they've got. Let's break out a 9 and see what happens. So the red ruler, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no slipstreaming. Well, there wouldn't be anyway on that tile because of the cobbles. So that the crosswind is irrelevant, really. Green ruler 4. Peloton team 6. Now, black ruler 6. Sprinter 9. Slots in beautifully there, and therefore there won't be any exhaustion this round, which is good. The red sprinter is just a 2. The green sprinter is a 4, and the peloton was a 6. Okay, so no slipstreaming. Cobble, 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 big gap here, no slipstreaming there, but also no exhaustion as we go into round 10. Okay, now, so we're coming up to another cobblestone. I think the strategy now is just going to have to be go big or go home. Sprinter is ahead, so he's going to go big with the 9. We'll go the biggest we've got with the ruler, sadly just a 4. And then we'll see what that does. Okay, so the ruler 6 gets through the cobblestones. Green ruler just a 3, but it goes up to 4 because of the supply zone. 9 for the black sprinter. 6, 7, 8, 9. The peloton team is a 4. The black ruler is a 4. Then green sprinter is a 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, brings him back into the pack. The red sprinter, also a 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very much back in the pack. And the peloton was a 4. Can't see how they can recover from the back of that. Now, no slipstreaming. Well, there will be a little bit of slipstreaming. Oh, no, there won't, because cobbles cannot give slipstreaming. So these stay as they are, and it's going to be an exhaustion for the sprinter. Nothing for the ruler as we go into round 11. And I think we've just got to stick with that same strategy. We are going to get, if we finish on this tile here, we will get the benefit of an additional card. But as you can see, as we're coming around that corner. Okay, let's go sprinter first. We'll play the 9 because I think this is our last chance to use it. We'll just go as, well, let's use a 2 because that will go up to 4 because we're on a supply zone. I've actually remembered that for once. And let's see how this plays out. So 4 for the red ruler. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 for the black sprinter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we've got the green ruler, which is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Peloton team 7 keeps right up behind that opponent. Played a 2, but it becomes 4. Not that helpful. Green sprinter just the 2, but it becomes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Red sprinter plays a 5, loses a movement because of being blocked on the cobbles, and the Peloton rider right back here is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 onto the supply zone. Now, no slipstream of any kind because of cobbles and massive big gaps. So it's going to be exhaustion for both riders. Now then, let's put that onto the computer. So we're into round 12, and here's the finish. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would finish, and 5 would be the maximum I can play. How lucky am I going to be? Here we go. The sprinter has got a 4, so it's going to get just before the finish line. And the rouleur, we're going to go big with the 7. Okay, right. So let's resolve this. So the sprinter gets the 4. The red rouleur is a 6. I only have 5, so this is looking good. Green rouleur is a 7. The Peloton team is a 5. Black rouleur, we played a 4. Green sprinter is a 5. Ooh, but they lose a movement because we've blocked them. The red sprinter wants a 9. And the Peloton right back here is a 5. So what does that mean for slipstreaming? Well, nothing here, nothing here. There will be slipstreaming there. 2 gaps here. There'll be slipstreaming there. But it means exhaustion for both riders. So let's give them their exhaustion. Now, my black rider is guaranteed to finish. Okay, he will get to here, at least. But the question is whether the red rouleur is able to overtake at the last minute and pip to the post as we go to round 13. So, ooh, nice. We'll take that 3 for the sprinter. And for the rouleur, we'll have a 5. Okay, so if we go to the finish then, 3 for the sprinter. Red rouleur is also a 3. Just gets across the finish line. The green rouleur is a 6, but we'll get 5. Currently sneaking into second place. And then the Peloton team, 7. Only gets the 5 though, because of the uphill. Red sprinter, just off our screen, gets a 5. Then the black rouleur, we played a 5. Green sprinter is a 5. And Peloton at the back, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay. So, no slipstreaming. No slipstreaming, no slipstreaming. We have our first 3 finishers, which you can just about see on the edge of the screen. So there's our 1, 2, 3. It's mean exhaustion for the rouleur, adding to this massive pile of exhaustion. And we go again into round 14. Excuse me, we're going to go as big as we can with the rouleur. Oh, actually, let's save that 4 because we're on a downhill. So we're using exhaustion, and that will be a 5. Doesn't matter what we hit for the sprinter. So the peloton team, 7 will get a 5. Red Sprinter is a 4. Just gets over the finish line. So our ruler was a 2, but it becomes 5. Just before the downhill. Hopefully that, was it a 3 or a 4 I was going to play? Green Sprinter is a 2, becomes 5. Right behind us. And 7 for the peloton. Caught up very nicely considering how far back he was as we came towards that finish line. So we can add 2 more finishes there. Yet more exhaustion for the rouleur, who is going to probably not finish on this next round. Because I imagine, ooh, I speak without the proper knowledge because he's still got a 4. So he will finish. Doesn't matter, a hit for the sprinter. So the rouleur goes 4 over the finish line. Green Sprinter wants a 9 but will get 5. And the peloton team would be attacked. So it's only 2 for the front rider. So we have our final result, everybody. So that's how it looks. This is our final order in the final stage. So let's put that in to the details of our race and see what that means. So let's click a couple of buttons here. Stage 4. So it's 8 points for the black sprinter, Karl Schwartz. 7 points for the green rouleur, John Reseda. 6 points for the red ruler, Gareth Rose, who was the current yellow jersey. I think he's protected that. The blue ruler gets 5. 4 points for the red sprinter, Terry Scarlett's. Then we have 3 points for the black ruler, Scott Raven. 2 points for the green sprinter, Gianna Sacramento, and just the 1 point for the blue sprinter for the peloton team, Gordon Sapphire. So that's how the final stage played out. So what should we look at first? Let's look at the final team totals. Did I manage to get that second place? Yes. Oh, closer than I expected. So there we go. Look, we've got 38 points, 4 points behind the winning Red Chat Collective, Black Pandas with 38, Blue Llama Team 33, and Ashton Green not disgracing himself with 31 points. And then let's see how the yellow jersey worked out. Well, Gareth Rose had the yellow jersey for the entire tour. 29 points, clearly a winner there. 10 points ahead of my best rider. So I was never really in the challenge for that. But good for John Reseda for the Ashton Green. They may have come last in the team, but he came second overall in the yellow jersey. So, not to be sniffed at. Not to be sniffed at. Okay, well, that is all good stuff, isn't it? And a success, I would say, as an overall tour. Let's see what we finished off with the exhaustion, just out of interest. So my sprinter had 5 exhaustion, but the ruler did quite a good job of protecting the sprinter, because look at all this exhaustion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exhaustion. Crikey, that's a lot of exhaustion, isn't it? Well, there we go. I hope you have enjoyed our little tour over this Easter weekend. I know I certainly have. And thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you will join me again. And as always, remember, don't be bored, be a board racer. Bye-bye.